Beautiful. I am surrounded by the most courageous women, and you're counted in that number. I want you to know Marcy, who retired a while back, had worked for the U.S. Post Office as a supervisor for many years, over 30 years, I think. And she retired and moved here and went to back to school, sort of like me, and for accounting. But her passion was music. How many of you know sometimes we're on one road and we have the courage then to change roads? And this is her very first performance. So, yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So, I just want to tell you all a little bit about me. And so, my story is very important to why we are here. And I believe that I am a mirror in the world. I'm here to show and mirror back to people their brilliance, their beauty, their abilities, their power. And for those who have had very traumatic experiences in life, as I go through mine, you're going to understand. I am a witness that no matter what you have been through in life, you can live anew. So, very quickly about my story, I'm not going to go into all the detail. If you read some of the email, you know. Yes, I only got a few minutes. Danny is my timekeeper. She's going to keep me on schedule today. Thank you, Danny. So I'm going to give you the short version. My husband and I were married 30 years, and we had visited the islands about 8 times, and this was home from the second I landed. And I never wanted to go back. I always wanted to stay. So he said, one of these days we'll retire and make it happen. So I had gone blind in my right eye and stopped working, and it's like, okay, this is a perfect time. So the end of 2017, he went into the hospital for an elective surgery. They committed a medical error, which left him fighting for his life. They had to put him in a coma, and he lived for 3 months. The reason he lived that long is because he didn't want to leave me. He didn't. And one night he called me to his bed. Was in the hospital the full 3 months. And he said, listen, if I don't make it, I'm like, no, not listening to that. You've been okay this long. We're going to make it, and you'll be all right. He said, listen, if I don't make it, some things I need you to do. Number one, I need you to go home to Hawaii. Don't worry where you're going to live, what you're going to do, who your family, just go. I will provide the best family, the best friends for you. I'm like, I don't like people. I'm not a peopler. I don't need people. I want to sit on the beach with a blue Hawaiian and just chill out. He said, no, second thing I want you to do is I want you to go back to school and go all the way to get your PhD. I said, okay, you're crazy. I had all of my life as I was growing up as a little girl, I wanted to get my PhD in psychology. And that's all I wanted to do my first semester in college. I got pregnant and dropped out. And I tried to go back to school 6 times. I only got about 18 credits. By the time I was 35, that PhD dream was sitting on the shelf back, never was going to be pulled out. He said, no, you're going to pull that out. I said, I'm 60 years old. I'm blind. My knee is all messed up. I hate math and science. I've got 18 credits towards an AA. And you think I'm about to go to school all the way for my PhD. He said, yes, not only are you going to do it, you're going to do it with honors. Then he said, I want you to write the books. I want you to speak. I want you to share what we have been through. I want you to share about